I want to talk to you today about a topic that's extremely popular. It's probably one of the most searched terms when it comes to spirituality and New Age spirituality on YouTube, and that's manifestation and the law of attraction. However, what I'm going to talk about is probably a little bit different than what everybody else is saying, and that is that it's just not necessary. So, if you'd like to learn more about this, let's get started. I've just made a bold claim that the law of attraction and manifestation is not even necessary. So let me break this down into 2 points that I really want to make. The first one is, I want you to ask yourself, if you're researching manifestation and the law of attraction because you're trying to attract something to you, I want you to really ask yourself, why do you want the thing that you do not have? That is what manifestation is. That is what the law of attraction is. You are trying to attract to you what you do not have. There's an inherent problem with that, of course, and that's because you're coming from a place of lack and deficiency. But I also want you to search deep and to find out, why is it that you want that thing so badly? Or that want that experience, or you want that person, or you want that, whatever it is that you want. It's so important because if it's for reasons that are not in alignment with your purpose, your mission, integrity, on, then is it really worth asking for? Is it really worth fighting for or wanting for or yearning for so badly? Perhaps it's something that is selfish, something that isn't important in your mission. But even if it is, wanting it and yearning for it separate you from achieving it. And of course, as all of the pundits will explain to you, you act as though you already have it. That's pretty good. But why do you even need it in the first place? So I step you all the way back to gratitude. Being grateful for everything that you currently have and everything that is working out exactly as it is, and that it will always work out exactly as it's supposed to. So to ask for something that is outside of that divine plan is setting yourself up for saying, hey, divine plan, who cares? I don't believe in you. What I believe in is what I want. I don't know if that's totally the right way to go. Okay, so if you can be in a place that is absolutely loving, absolutely everything that already exists, and everything that you have and everything that you're going to have before you even know it, then you're not going to be in a place of deficiency or lack. You're always going to be in a place of abundance. I also believe that even though this isn't necessarily one of the steps to manifestation, is that the more you are completely okay and at peace and satisfied with everything that you currently have, the more likely you are to get what you want. Well, why is that? But that's because you're in a flow. You're in a flow of life. You're in the flow of existence. You're in the flow of energy. If you are resistant and trying to break out of it and move it aside and push it away or change the energy, that's not necessarily going to be in flow. I also would ask you, how do you know if the thing that you want so badly is the best path? Let's say, for example, that you really want a house. Maybe a house in the woods or a house on the water. And this is absolutely everything that you want. No matter what, you are getting this. You just know it and you're going to push for it and fight for it and make every decision around you achieving this. Well, what if you move into that place? It's not totally on your aligned path and things don't go so well. Maybe there's a problem in the basement. Maybe there's a problem with the foundation or the walls. Maybe it turns out to be some other issue that happens unrelated to the house. Oh, now because you live in the woods, you miss out on something. Or you didn't get to meet the person that you were supposed to meet, the right romantic partner, or whatever. By you trying to manipulate things and move things into the right position for yourself, you could be getting in the way of this incredible experience that's all laid out. How do you know? You don't know. If you focus on what you want instead of the beauty of life and everything that you have, then you have no idea what you might be missing out on. There are so many examples of this, I don't even want to go into it. But when you're at peace with everything exactly as it is, then you don't have to push so hard to create. You don't have to push so hard to manifest. And you are already attracting everything that you want because you've already got it. The other major point that I want to make is based on the movie The Secret. And in the movie The Secret, they talk about this great secret that nobody knows or that very few people know. And it's the law of attraction. And in the movie, I think they do a great job of making it feel like this will appeal to anyone. Anybody watching this will go, oh, you mean I can get what I want? Because that is the general state of affairs in our society. If you think about America or the rest of the world, everybody is pushing, working, fighting, trying to create what they want. What do they want? They want a family, they want a house, they want a boat, they want vacations, whatever it is. They're pushing, pushing, pushing. They're searching for happiness. That process does not bring happiness. But the movie The Secret appeals to that audience because that's where they're at. They're in the rat race. They're working, they're fighting, they are trying to survive at the same time as they're trying to get ahead. You hear that all the time. Get ahead of what? Get ahead of who? Who are we trying to get ahead of? Okay, that is the creation of competition society. So if you think about The Secret, one of the things that I really like about it is that it pulls in everyone and it offers them a spiritual existence. So anybody watching that could not have any idea anything about spirituality and become interested in it because they have these wants. Oh my gosh, the law of attraction. Okay, great. I can create what I want. And my favorite moment in the whole movie is when we have the person who's imagining their new car and they're behind the wheel and they've got their hands on the steering wheel and they're imagining it and pushing on imaginary pedals. Well, that is appealing to that whole sense of lack and deficiency and saying, hey, you can have anything you want if you just follow this spiritual path. Well, that's another way. The reason I want to bring this up is which part of society are you in? Are you in the 3D society that has all of these deficiencies and all of these wants and believes that happiness is outside of them? Or are you in the part of society where you understand that happiness comes from within, that it can't be found outside, that to want something is to be in a place of lack and deficiency, and to want something is a 3D primitive experience? If you can ask yourself, could I be satisfied with everything exactly as it is right now? Yes. Great. Could I be satisfied? Okay, so it's possible for you. But now you ask yourself, am I satisfied with everything exactly as it is? And if the question is no, that's what you need to work on. It's not about finding the things that you don't have. It's about addressing yourself and saying, how can I get to the place where I am completely happy with everything exactly as it is? One of my favorite ways to do that is, of course, a gratitude practice. And I've got a video on that you can watch right away. Because in a gratitude practice, we sit down and we appreciate what we have. And we practice that every single day, and we get to the point where we go, gosh, I have so much. I'm surrounded by so much abundance. I have everything that I should ever want or need. So why is it that I want so much? The Buddhists say that attachment is the only cause of suffering. When you want something, you're attached to getting that thing. If you can say, hey, I don't have to have anything. I'm not attached to anything. You're at a peaceful place. Do I think that you shouldn't ask for anything ever again? Of course not. It is human to have these desires. However, the more aware we can become of our desires, the more cognizant we are of where it's coming from. Ooh, is it coming from fear? Is it because of a survival fear? Is it because you need to look better? You're worried about what people think of you. Oh, I'm not successful enough. My parents raised me to be very successful and I'm not successful enough yet. So I haven't gained their approval yet. It can go on, and I really want you to think about the reason that you want things, because there's probably an emotional reason that you want it. And if there's an emotional reason that you want it, then an emotion can be worked through. An emotion can be followed like a string to the problem, to the issue, to the thing that you could resolve and release. This is how you get to peace. This is how you get whatever you want. And whatever you want is probably happiness and peace. And you might be trying to find that through physical objects or relationships or business success or whatever it is. None of that's necessary. And that's why manifestation and the law of attraction is completely unnecessary. All you need is what you have. All you need is who you are. All you need is to find that happiness deep within. I know it's possible for you, and I'm excited for you to experience it. I help people with this and many other things. So if you'd like to set up a call and discuss ways that we could work together, you can find a link in the description below. I love you unconditionally. And I really appreciate you watching this video, liking and subscribing, leaving a comment telling me what it is that you want. How are you going to get there? Or do you agree with me? Do you think, oh, maybe he's right. Maybe I don't need to search for this or fight for this so much. Maybe all you really want is to take a break in the afternoon and take a look out the window, have a little bit of tea or a warm beverage, and enjoy everything as it is. And you don't have to work so hard or push so much. Put yourself under pressure and urgency and just enjoy. It's definitely true about this place. It's very peaceful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.